Hey guys, what's up? Sir here today with a new video talking about Battlefront 3 and how I think it'll do on Twitch, the potential communities that could come out of it, and all those great things. Let's get started, right? So, Battlefront 3, a really hyped game that obviously is backed up by the greatness that is Battlefront 2, a game that everybody fucking loves. Apparently, I mean, I played it, I enjoyed it. Ask anybody about that game. It's everybody's favorite game, apparently. Just everybody's. With good cause. And, it's also Star Wars. With all the Star Wars hype going around with the new movie, it's all kind of going hand in hand. It's all meshing, it's all mating, producing little Star Wars sperm everywhere and babies. So, on Twitch, although I have a few concerns, I think it'll do okay. If you look, though, it comes out on November 17th. I will post a link to the future game releases. It's not really competing with anything else that week, anything big at least. Not really, unless it is, let me know. But I think my sources are pretty good. Not really competing with anything big this week, or not this week, when it comes out. And it won't be for a week after either, unless you want to count Fallout 4, which came out this week. I think that it'll still have a little bit of a presence on Twitch, but it's definitely slowing down. But yeah, so it's not really competing against anything, which means that I think that it'll at least have a top 12 on Twitch for around 1.5, 2 weeks. It's gonna give all the CS:GO streamers time to hop over and try it out, and the people who don't typically stream other games, they normally they'll try it out for a bit, and you'll have your people like Lyric and Summit and Tim the Tap Man and maybe Soda Pop, and these people are all going to try it out. And but I think the big spike, the big hype in the beginning is going to be a little bit shorter than normal for a AAA big game on Twitch. That's because Battlefront blew its load early, especially on Twitch. It got huge numbers on Twitch when it was in beta, and some might think that's just really good press for the game, and I would agree that it might help with sales, but when it comes to helping with Twitch growth and Twitch community, I don't really think it's going to help much, because I think Twitch moves on very fast. I said this before. Twitch moves on very fast from games. So I think when they see the game, they see people play it, Lyric plays it, Summit plays it, and it gets all these huge numbers. When it releases, I still think it's going to be a very large game on release on Twitch, because it does not have competition. But if this game came out with any sort of competition that was equal or even a little bit below in terms of hype or big gameness, you know what I mean? These are big game, AAA game releases. If they had something to compete against, I think that it would definitely sink down a little bit. But since there's nothing for it to compete against, people are I swear I see streamers say, "Oh, there's nothing new to play," and last week a fucking, I saw it when Witcher came out. Oh, there's no new games to play, and it was a week after Witcher, right? That game's huge. So people move on Twitch very fast. And so I think that it's only going to have 2 days of top 2/3-ness on Twitch. Maybe 3. I already see a lot of streamers saying that they are kind of over it, that they're not really hyped for it. The load has already been blown, basically. And that's fair, because with Twitch you gotta move on, especially if you're a variety streamer. So for the first 3 days or so, I think it'll 3 days. I think it'll be in the top, 1, 2, 3 slots on Twitch. But after that, I predict that it's probably gonna just slow, not even slow. Over the next 2 weeks after that, I think that it's gonna drop down just each day, place by place by place by place by place, and then it'll probably end up being a game like Battlefield. Battlefield 4 gets okay numbers on Twitch, not really many not many big streamers on, or there's like one or two big streamers on the Battlefield, sorry, section. They pull in a couple hundred viewers, but there's no big like multiple thousand viewer Battlefield streams on Twitch. EA games just for some reason aren't able to build that kind of community. And if someone wants to prove me wrong, feel free. I love to see people prove me wrong, to be quite honest. But I mean, I'm gonna look at the trends and look at the views because that's what I have to work off of. I can't just see into the future. Sorry if I keep drinking. I streamed for like 7 hours today. My throat's a little sore. So yes, I think that it's possible to build a community with this game, um, because people do it with Battlefront. Jesus Christ, people do it with Battlefield. Sorry, you gotta understand. It's really easy for me to mix those two things up. They're both battle on field. Like, ugh, it's just like the last three letters are different. So I think that you can definitely build a community through the game, but you kind of have to be realistic with it. That like these EA shooters, typically don't aren't hugely successful after the month that it's on Twitch. So, but do what you want, right? I'm not trying to discourage anybody from trying to do what they think is a good idea on Twitch. You do whatever the fuck you want. You explore different ideas. You do you. But I think that it's definitely going to be a very quick life on the front page of Twitch because it kind of blew its load early. It kind of had the Evolve effect. And if you don't know what Evolve is, I don't blame you because it's a game that had a very similar, very similar situation. Um, for Battlefront 3 here as Evolve is I had a big open beta. Well, first I invited all the exclusive streamers to play it. Got a ton of views on Twitch. Then it had an open beta. Got front page top 12 views on Twitch. Then the people saw it, everybody got to play it, people kind of got over it, right? Then it died. Nobody was really streaming the beta. Then beta closed. The game came out with Evolve. The game came out, it got played for a little bit, and then now Evolve's dead as fuck. And I think that Battlefront 3, sorry, is probably gonna still have players, unlike Evolve does, but it's not gonna be a streaming community. I'm pretty sure the newest Battlefield has thousands of players, but that doesn't translate over to Twitch. Like that's just not how it works. WoW has 5-6 million subscribers. I know their subscriber count's going down recently, but that's still a fuck ton of people. That doesn't mean that WoW is a huge game on Twitch. It still does fairly well on Twitch, but it's not pulling like league numbers, which if you want to look at player count to view count, League of Legends is a lot closer than WoW's. So it just because it has a lot of players doesn't mean it's going to have a big Twitch scene, although it does typically help. So I don't think it's going to die like Evolve did, but I fear its lifespan on Twitch, just looking at Evolve as an example, and I'm sure there's a few other examples out there. So overall, Battlefront, I think it'll do well the first 2-3 days on Twitch. It'll have that big hype. Lyric will play it. Soda Popham will play it. Summit will play it. Like all these big streamers will play it. The first 2-3 days, and then from there it'll just kind of slowly go down. So that's pretty much going to be it for today, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you agree or disagree, let me know. I like to see criticism. I prefer people who disagree because I don't know, I like looking into things that I might potentially be wrong about. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for watching.